Welcome back to my channel, everybody. My name is Anna, and whether you are a new or returning subscriber, I am so glad you are here. This is going to be a quick and effective 20-minute body weight bar booty workout. So you don't need anything for class except your lovely, beautiful self. Before we started, I actually wanted to visually demo something for you. If you are not a visual person, you can jump ahead like 30 seconds in this video. But if you are a visual person, I just wanted to show you a little move that we'll be doing, because we're going to be working in external rotation, but also internal rotation. So external rotation is when we're doing something like a kind of a typical clamshell that we do a lot in my class. And internal rotation is the opposite, where it's the inner thigh is turning away from you, and it's going to result in a shape of like a knee down, toe up situation. This is what it looks like on my body, but it literally looks different on everyone's body, because this is about the head of your femur bone moving in that socket of your hip joint, and our bones is different from skeleton to skeleton, and that's totally okay. So your internal rotation might be very, very slight, and it might be pretty big. So it's more about feeling the side of your muscles, because we have these smaller muscles on the side of our glutes, our gluteus medius, our glute minimus, that are internal rotators. So that's what we're going to target with that work. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up about what that looks like. Again, this is a body weight workout. You don't need anything for class. Once you're ready to start, I'll meet you on your mat. All right, y'all, we're going to start on our backs. So this is just a quick warm up, really just to kind of activate your glutes. Rolling down onto your back, relax your shoulders, relax your head. The feet are going to slide just a couple inches forward of your knees, scoop and lift the pelvis to count. So we roll up, scoop, roll down, good, scoop and lift, roll down, good. So as you do this, really think of pulling the heels energetically back in space, recruiting that back line of the hamstrings and your glutes. 3 more like that. And lower. Good, scoop, lift, and lower. Last one. It's up and down. Now from here, scoop the tailbone, just hover hips off the floor. We start a tiny little pulse up here, a little lift and lift. So most of your ribs are on the ground. Imagine there is a deck of cards between your hips and the floor, and you're just scooping the tailbone a little bit more off of that, up and up. Here's 10, 9, 8, 6, you hold it up in 3, 2, hold it up, weight on the right leg, left leg long, and find a little pulse here. So saying hello to your right glute a little bit more. Here's 6, 4, 3, 2, left foot down. Let's just scoop, lift, and hover. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips stay lifted. Shift weight onto the left foot. Right leg long. Little pulses. Here you go. It's up and up. So just getting a little bit more into the left glute this time. Yes, 6, 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Keep pulsing here. Option to step the feet a little farther in front of you. Pull the heels back towards your hips. Tiny little movement here. Really initiate this from your tailbone. All right, y'all. 8, 6. Lift and lower in 3, 2, and 1. Right here. Scoop, lift, hover down. Lift, hover down. If you're feeling anything in your low back, you can always bring your hands underneath you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just take a second here, hold it up. Good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, awesome job. You're gonna roll down. And then as you come up, oh my God, I'm sitting underneath this bush and there's like little blossoms falling down onto me. Bar in the great outdoors. Let's meet on our Left forearm, start to bend your knees out in front of you slightly. Roll your right hip forward, lift your right knee and squeeze your right glute just to tap the leg back here. Tap and tap, rolling shoulders down, keeping your chest nice and proud. Good, up and up. Lifting out of your left shoulder, so feel the space between your left rib and left hip engage. So you are welcome to keep your hand on your hip, making sure the hips are stacked. Option to have the right hand stamping down onto the floor in front of you. In 8, you keep this movement, but I want you to lift your feet. Keep them together, feet up, lift. A little bit of a challenge with that. Open, close your legs. In 3, 2, 1. So press open and then close. So a little bit bigger range of motion here. When the knee comes down, you're moving into internal rotation. Okay, let's go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Here's 2, 1. Little tap back, just 8. And then in 6, your left shin is coming down. 3, 2, 1. Left shin down, right knee will come down, and then right knee comes up. Good, so we go down, and then toe to toe. Knee down, toe to toe. So this might seem a little familiar to you. We've done this in my class before. You're making a little rainbow shape here, toe to toe. And notice that when my knee is coming down, I'm really trying to get my knee to the level of my hip. So knee down, internal rotation, toe to toe. So my top knee is a little bit forward of my bottom knee. Good. Knee down, toe to toe. Last one, toe to toe. Now listen here. This time I want you to bring your knee down, keep the toe pointing up, and you're just gonna give me a little pulse in that internal rotation. Tiny little lift here. Good. Up and up. Doesn't have to be super big. Tiny little lift. 8, 7, 6, and then we'll move on. You're gonna come all the way down onto your left side. Your head comes in your hand in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, all right, so here you go. Head in your hand. Take your right hand, scoop your knees under, point the right toe forward, and give me a little pulse here. We're going up and up. So just like before, roll your right hip forward, feel the right hand really press into the ground. Notice where your kneecap is pointing. So if we were in internal rotation, the knee would be pointing down. Here, I actually want your knee pointing up a little bit. It's up and up. Y'all, I'm getting covered in these blossoms again. 8, 7, 6, 5. In 4, we'll make this a backward circle. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Circle back. Back. Little circle here. Told you, you did not need any props. You didn't need anything fancy. You're gonna get plenty of good bar burn with just your body weight. So put your mind into your muscle. Imagine you're drawing like very perfect circles. Up and up, back and back. Tell yourself that you can. Find your fight. We got one more change after this. 8 more. Here you go. 8. In 6, you're gonna bend your right knee towards your elbow. In 3, 2, 1. So I want you to bend your knee in and then press your legs straight. Oh my God. Little bend in, pressing straight, double time. It's bend, press, press. So really focus on that press. I'm lifting my knee as I bend it. Booty on fire, y'all. Press, press, press. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. Good. For 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Awesome job. Meet me on your back. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Just for a moment here. Feel free to have the left foot on the ground. Maybe you clasp your hands behind your thigh. I'm a little too much in pain to do that deeper stretch. All right. So uncross your legs, send your arms long as you inhale. Exhale, take your time, start to roll all the way up, and you'll swing your legs around. Stepping back to a down dog just for a moment, breathing in. Big exhale out. Walk your hands to your feet, and then bend your knees, pull your navel in as you roll up your spine. Okay, we got a little bit of some extra booty work to go. Let's step up towards the front of your mat. We'll take a split squat. So I want your left foot to slide back about 18 inches. Pop your left heel off of the ground, and then bend your knees and hinge your hips back. Okay, hands come to your heart. Let's bend down and then stretch up. So this split squat is really to keep loading your right foot. As you know, this is something I love to do after some booty work. If you're feeling things in your back knee, a good little tip is to get your stance a little bit longer. But the goal is to feel like most of your weight's through your front leg. Your spine is long, so I'm not flexing or rounding my spine. This hinge is happening from your hips, back and up. Good. Collarbones nice and broad. Okay, let's make that a little faster. In 3, 2, 1. So just a little dip and lift. Keep this range of motion nice and small, nice and controlled. Little dip and lift. Notice my front knee is really stable. The shin's not moving a ton. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I want you to hold low in 2, 1. See if you can hold even more, hinging back and down. Spine is long, little dip here. You're not here forever. You're just here 8. 6, you hold again in 3, 2, 1. Hold again. Hinge your torso forward. Option to keep your hands at your heart. Option to send your arms long. Let's step the back leg, stretch, and then bend. So as your back toe comes up to meet the front, elbows will pull in. Good. Stretch and bend. As much weight as possible is on your right foot. Ooh, y'all, I know it's super spicy. You're almost done with your right leg, which means you're more than halfway through this workout. Out and in. Here's 8, 7, 6. We're gonna switch. We're gonna start this whole lunge series with the left foot. 2 more, team. Out and out. In, stand up. Ooh, a little shake in your right leg. It's worked plenty hard for you. So now your left leg's gonna take your weight. Right toes slide back about 18 inches. Pop your right heel off the ground. Bend your knees, hinge your hips back. Hands come to your heart, we bend down. Stretch up. So this may feel, right, pretty simple. Your left leg hasn't had a ton of work yet. Down and up, right? And if you're feeling a little funky through the right knee, you just make that stance longer. But keep that focus of deepening your hip creases and sitting your hips back. And you'll know, right, if you're pushing the knee forward, that's not quite what we want. You want your shin moving back and your knee pretty still. And up. 8, 7, 6. We'll make that range of motion small. And we go 1 count down and 1 count to lift. 3, 2, 1. Nice and tiny. Dip, lift, dip, lift. So use your body awareness. If you're feeling tightness in your low back, if you're feeling like the back is rounding, keep your spine long, sandwich your low core towards your low back. Focus on the pulling back of your hip creases. Good. 4 more. Here we go. You got 4. 3. Stay low. And 2. 1. Right here, stay low. Sitting back and down, squeezing your thighs together, and a tiny little pull. So now it's even smaller range of motion. Woo. Left leg is getting into it. And the fun's just started. 8, 7, 6. We're gonna get even more weight onto your left leg in 4, 3, 2, 1. So once again, you hold. Start to keep the bend in your left knee, lean your chest forward. Option to stay here, or option for arms overhead. We pull in, tap, back. So your right toes are tapping up to meet your left, and then stretching back behind you as the elbows bend in and pull straight. Ooh. Commit to the bend of your left knee. Commit to the stability of your left leg. Good, it's in and out. Almost done with this side. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, 5 minutes left to work. Here we go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, go ahead, have a seat, and then you're meeting me on that left forearm. So on your right forearm. You're on your right forearm. I'm not gonna make you do that sequence again on the right side. Bend your knees in front of you. Roll the left hip on top of right. Lift your knee from that squeeze, just tap back. Y'all, I'm like covered in flowers. Little tap and tap. This is my first time getting used to this new location, and there's like beautiful blossoms. I should find a way to put them in frame because they're gorgeous and they smell really nice. I don't know what they are. A little tap and tap. Shoulders roll down. Heart is nice and open. Squeeze. All right, getting to work. This is the last time of class though, remember. So we'll be done. Press, press. Okay, we'll keep that movement, but we'll lift your feet in 8, 6, 4, 3, 2 feet up, press. Good. So we spend a lot of time in this little clamshell shape, but that's kind of a good thing. So you know you're gonna be using up a lot of time in the sequence with this move, and then everything hopefully speeds up a little bit more after that. Slow this down in 3, 2, right here. Let's open and close. Continue to roll your left hip forward. Really feel the left hand stamp to the ground. 4, 3, back to that little pulse. 2, 1, right here, tap it back, press. Good. 6, the right shin comes down. 3, 2, 1, right shin down, knee down. And then toe to toe, making that rainbow, knee down, toe to toe. So you're bringing your left knee up towards the height of your hip, and then you're opening the knee, knee down, toe to toe. But this front part of your pelvis, if you're noticing it roll back, if you're noticing your glute roll towards the floor, keep pushing the hip forward, down, toe to toe. Internal rotation and external. So when the knee comes down, it'll be forward of your right knee. Lift out of the right shoulder as well. 2 more. Good, last one. Knee down, toe to toe. And then from here, you'll bring that knee down, toe up, and a tiny little lift. It's really, really small. Really think just like up 1/2 inch and down 1/2 inch. Just that squeeze of your left glute. Little lift, lift. It's almost like you're pressing out on a diagonal. I'm almost thinking like I'm pressing out that way. Good. 10, 9, 8. Oh my God, got the shakes. Okay, let's come onto your right hand. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Come down into your right hand. Left hand scoots underneath, pulling the knees in more. Point your left toe, kick it in front of you, little pulse. Yeah, covered in blossoms. Point your kneecap away from the floor. Ooh, y'all. So we're back in that external rotation. If the knee's pointing towards the floor, see if you can spin the inner thigh away from the ground. Okay, y'all, here you go. 8, 6, backward circle, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Circle back, circle back. We're in the home stretch. Just one more move after this. Find your fight. Trying to make that circle as precise as possible. Like if someone could see what you were drawing, they'd be able to be like, yes, that's a really nice circle. 8 more. 8, 6, you start that bend stretch. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Bend, stretch. Woo, double time. Press, press. Notice how I'm lifting my left knee out, out. Ooh, really focus on that press. Yes, you can for 8, 6, and then you hold it. 3, 2, 1. Hold your leg out, out, out. Hold for 6. Ooh, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Roll onto your back. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. You're breathing in and breathing out. Wow. Hug your knees into your chest. Place your hands on your knees. Give a couple big leg circles going one way. And a couple big leg circles going the other way. You made it. Okay, one more figure 4 on each side. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Interlace your hands behind. Press your shoulders down. Switch your sides. Cross left ankle over right thigh. Press your shoulders down. Flex your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. You can rock or roll up to a seated position. Stacking shoulders over your hips, sitting up tall, sitting up proud. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Feel free to close your eyes. Just taking in that breath of real appreciation of your strength, of your energy, your focus. Big inhale. Big exhale. Open your eyes. And you're done. Thank you, everybody, so much. You absolutely crushed it. I always feel like after booty classes, yeah, they're so tough. Who knew? If you felt this, let's just go ahead and leave a peach emoji in the comments if you got the shakes. I certainly did. Feel free also to send this class to a friend who could use some free, joyful movement in their life. Thank you again so much. I will see y'all in the next video.